Alright, so in this video, we're going to go over closing the month in your Lab Manager version 7. So in Lab Manager version 7, you're going to go into the software, and the first thing you want to take a look at are the reports. So we're going to go to the Reports menu, Billing. You want to make sure all of your cases are in. So you can either take a look at your invoice register or your current sales report. Now, your invoice register, you're going to not change your starting and ending date. You're going to leave it exactly the way that it is because you want to know what's actually in there. If you do change the dates, then it may show something on the statements that you're not expecting. So you want it to show you everything. So at this point, you can print or preview. Now, the invoice register is a list of all your cases, and it's by case number. Now, instead, if we do reports, billing, current sales, same philosophy. We're going to leave everything exactly the same, and then we're going to either print or preview so we can see what's actually in there. Now, this is grouped by doctor, so it's going to have Dr. Smith and all his cases, Dr. Jones and all their cases, and so on, and then there's going to be totals at the bottom. So the next report we're going to go to is reports, billing, cash receipts. And again, don't change the starting and ending dates. We're going to leave them exactly the same. And you're going to print or preview. You want to look for all of the payments that you have put in and make sure that all of your payments are in so that when you do your statements that your balances are correct. So if you have all your cases in at this point and all the payments in, then we're going to go take a look at another report, reports, accounting, age trial balance short. Now, this is a good summary. So you can take a look at this, and it's going to show you all of your doctors. It's going to show you what their previous balance had been, what their current balance, how much you've actually billed them for this month, how much you've received in payments, and it will show you the due amount. The due amount's the critical portion because we want to know what the statements are actually going to say. So this is your opportunity to take a look at the reports to make sure that everything is listed on there, that the totals are coming out correct. And then if they are, then we can proceed into actually closing the month. So we're going to create a statement job. So you've done all three portions of your reports. We're going to go up to List, Statements. Now, you see a list of other statement jobs that we've done in the past. We want to keep them in here. We don't want to delete them. If you delete any statement jobs, then you'll have cases that pop up from different months, and that's not something that we want. So we're going to click on Add New down here at the bottom. And it says, have you run and checked all reports necessary before doing statements? And the reports it's referring to are the invoice register or the current sales report or both, the cash receipts journal, and the age trial balance. Now, you are welcome to print any other reports beforehand, but these are the three styles that we recommend, and that will give you a pretty good overview of what's happening with your lab. So we're going to hit yes. Now, we're not going to change this start date. The 1970 is completely normal. It wants to go back all the way as far as possible just to catch any additional cases. We don't want to accidentally put, say, a start date of the 1st and maybe have a couple of cases left over from last month. Maybe there was some overlap when you thought that there was, but this way you're not missing any cases. You can also change the end date. I would go forward today if you needed to. It's not mandatory if you've already put all your cases in, but maybe you want to do today's date as of 5 o'clock. And you can also change the date over here. This date is what the doctor actually sees. So maybe you're not going to bill out anything else in the next couple of days. You want to get everything done today. And so it's going to show the statement date of the 30th for the doctor. That's what he's going to see. These dates the doctors do not see. Now over here it has a statement checkmark box. This statement marks the end of the month, and so then at that point it archives everything. So that's what you want to keep it as. Now we're going to do Save New at the bottom. It takes a second. There you go. And then it's going to show you have each one of these months. We have June, May, April, and so on. Okay, so we've created that statement job, and now we can go print your reports for the statements. You can actually print the statements. So reports, billing, statements, and we're going to select that statement job that we just did. Now, I typically come in here and say exclude accounts with a balance less than $1, and so that way it's only printing accounts that owe you money. So anyone that has a zero balance that's completely paid, it's not going to print. Now, if you did want to have a statement for each and every one of your doctors, you could uncheck that and do maybe all balances. So that's going to be up to you. You can print or preview, and at that point, you're all done. There's no additional steps that need to be done to close out the month, but just making sure you do do the reports, and then you do your statement job, and then you can print the statements, and you're all done.